Hello everyone. I don't have an intro for my videos, so I'm just going to get straight into it. I'm going to review some samples. I thought a good idea for this video would be Amouage fragrances because I think I got like 5 Amouage fragrances that I haven't reviewed in a video yet. I think 4 of them I haven't tried. 1 of them I have tried just because this box here, I think it's like a year old. Like these samples I got a long time ago, but I haven't really reviewed many from this box. I think I've only reviewed 5 from the box. And I noticed there was an Amouage fragrance in here that I haven't reviewed yet, so may as well start off with this one. It's called Portrayal Man by Amouage. Amouage Portrayal Man. And I have to apologize, my nails are a little bit long because I didn't cut them before filming this video. So this fragrance is the one that I have tried. That's why I kind of want to just get this out the way first. And this one is a Fugia Chypre type of barbershop fragrance. I don't know what the correct term is, but I know it's very oak mossy. It's very heavy on the oak moss. It's a type of fragrance that I don't really like to spray on myself because these are what I would consider old man fragrances or mature scents. Even though I've got a lot of people are pretty angry at me for saying the word old man fragrance. So I should try not to use that word as much, but that's my opinion. When I say old man fragrance, I don't mean it in a negative way. I mean that's the demographic for who would wear it. And sometimes I use the word kind of interchangeably to mean like outdated, a little bit outdated, or a fragrance that would have been around like in the 90s or something like that. So this smells like one of those very vintage old fragrances that your grandpa probably wore when he was younger. So let's give it a spray anyway, even though this stuff is pretty strong. Yeah, so oak moss is pretty much the main thing I get in the opening. It's very heavy on the oak moss, and then some citrus. I think ambergris or something else in there. It's a little bit animalic. I get like this saltiness as well. Like I think Ellis Brooklyn salt. I get like that very salty smell in here. I don't know if it's from driftwood or if it's what they're going for here, but it is salty oak moss, some citrus, some wood. I think the wood is probably vetiver because a lot of these style fragrances like Guerlain vetiver, Tom Ford Grey vetiver, Roger vetiver, they are generally oak moss, Fugia vetiver fragrances. So I'm going to say vetiver, oak moss, some citrus. I don't know if there is salt in there, but it smells quite salty to me. I'm not sure if there is a floral in there either. Maybe if there was a floral, like a violet, or if it's not violet, then it could be like neroli, maybe neroli or something in there. It is sweet, but I'm not sure if the sweetness is from neroli or if the sweetness is from the oak moss. But it's not like a gourmand type of sweet. When I think of Fugia fragrances as well, one of the things that comes to mind is like Dunhill Icon, which is more like a modern Fugia, and they do use a lot of neroli in the more modern Fugia fragrances because neroli does have that kind of smell that pairs well with the oak moss. So oak moss and neroli, it's pretty common. I think another modern Fugia I would say would be like well, maybe not Fugia, but barbershop oak moss type scent. It's like Givenchy Gentleman Cologne. Similar thing, that one's a little bit more citrusy. Acqua di Parma Colonia Essenza, another example of oak moss, neroli, So I think neroli, vetiver, oak moss even I can't remember what the notes are in this, even though I have looked at it a long time ago, like a year ago maybe. I don't remember what's actually in it. So let's pull up Fragrantica and have a look. But this is definitely a man's fragrance, very manly, mature. It's not unisex at all, but yeah. So it's violet, vetiver, cade oil, which I believe, looking at the picture, is from juniper, so probably juniper wood. It doesn't say there's oak moss in here. It's one of those 3-note types of fragrances on Fragrantica, so they're only showing you 3 notes, even though we know there's more than 3 notes in there. I can smell the violet. I'm going to say probably violet leaf instead, or if it is violet, then it's violet flower. Vetiver. Yeah, vetiver, violet, and oak moss are the main things I smell. And it is salty. Fragrantica does say it's supposed to be aquatic. So that's it's probably got some salt in there too. Ozonic aquatic, yeah, that's typically salt, because salt has that ozonic smell. I don't know why, but they always use salt in ozonic fragrances. Maybe just the smell of salt is very much like minerals, something you would smell in the air at the beach maybe. So yeah, I just wanted to review that one first, get that out the way, and now we can try some other ones that I haven't tried in the box. And what I got here is a drink of collagen protein water. This is by Body Science, and I really like drinking this stuff because it tastes really good. Look at that, how amazing does this look? Nice pink color. Yeah, Body Science Collagen Protein Water. I like this because you don't have to drink it with milk, and it actually tastes pretty good with water. So this stuff, it's nice. This is the strawberry flavor or something. And it reminds me of like a rainbow gelato. Rainbow gelato from like the ice cream trucks. Anyway, let's try some of these, because there's a lot in there. But the ones that I haven't tried, let me just grab my notes on my computer. I'll just write down one thing quickly. Okay. Okay, we'll start off with Jubilation. This is not the new Jubilation, by the way. I even know they did come out with a new Jubilation fragrance. I wanted to try the original first because I haven't tried the original, haven't tried the new Jubilation either, but just letting you know there is a new one out, so if you like it, there's a new one already. I have no idea what to expect with this one really. Amouage is a house that I don't really like generally. Generally, I don't like Amouage fragrances. The only one I really like is Reflection Man. Jubilation, this already smells very earthy, bitter, woody, like oud. I get like oud, woody oud, maybe tobacco. Yeah, oud, wood, tobacco. I smell something animalic. I don't know if that's a civet note or if that is like a musk or ambergris, or if it is actually oud. I'm gonna say maybe oud, but I'm not sure of this. There might be some alcohol in there. I'm not sure if there's like rum. So what I'm going to start doing now is, on my computer, I have a sheet, a Word document with a list of perfume ingredients in it. And I just look at that, which may help me identify some notes in the fragrance. So if I can't smell something straight away, sometimes if you look at a note, you can smell it. So I'm not looking on Fragrantica just yet. I'll do that at the end after. I'll take my guess first. So the woods, it could be guaiac wood, oud, sandalwood. It could be like a rum or something, some type of alcohol like rum, a really strong rum. Ambergris maybe, musk. Some resins. I think there is resins in there because it is quite resinous. So what are my resins? On my sheet, I have like benzoin, frankincense, myrrh, opoponax, elemi, mastic. So it's one of the more stinky resins. I don't know if it is benzoin. Benzoin's pretty vanilla-y. I don't get much of a vanilla scent in here. I get more of a churchy kind of smell. So I'm going to say myrrh. I think there is myrrh in there. Maybe frankincense and myrrh. And yeah, that's just the main thing I smell pretty much. So I get like some rum, I get some musk, some ambergris, oud, maple sandalwood or guaiac wood, and a lot of resins. I think this is mainly a resinous fragrance actually. I think there's mainly myrrh or frankincense. One of those resins is the main thing I smell. So let's look on Fragrantica now and let's see what's actually in there. So Jubilation. This is another one that I'm like not a fan of. So it hasn't really wowed me at all. This has got frankincense, honey, guaiac wood, oud, opoponax, cloves, a lot of spices like cinnamon, bay leaf. It's got some herbs like tarragon. There is ambergris, oak moss, musk. So the blackberry surprised me. I don't really smell blackberry, but I knew immediately roughly what was in it because it is quite resinous. So it's a resinous fragrance. It's not something I like. I don't really like this DNA. But I can see this has influenced a lot of other fragrances. I have smelt this DNA kind of somewhere else. I don't know where, but a lot of other fragrances do kind of take this DNA because it seems to be pretty influential and popular. So yeah, I mean, can't hate on it for being an influential fragrance. But the smell is not something I like. It's more mature again, a little bit even Middle Eastern, a little bit churchy. Definitely more of a winter scent. Yeah, it's not my style. So it's good to try that one anyway, because I never tried that before. Just looking for another Amouage fragrance in this box. I think that was the only one from this box. So the other one must be in the other box then. Okay, so the problem with this box is the very nice lady who gave it to me. I think she sends her box with curry or something like that, but now this whole box smells like curry. Because I've put a few samples in there that were in that box, and I gotta say that curry smell is very strong and it's completely overpowering the smell of everything else in this box. But it doesn't matter because what's in the juice matters the most, right? Okay, perfect. So these are the other three Amouage fragrances. Royal Tobacco, Boundless, and Journeyman. So I think we'll start off with Journeyman. Okay. This one's a little interesting. Okay. And something else I want to say about Amouage, I've heard that the house is comes from royalty or something like that. So the Amouage brand, I think, is a royalty brand. So it's for rich people, the royal family. I think they're known for their frankincense and resins. So you can expect a lot of their scents to have frankincense in them, because that's kind of like what Amouage are known for, having pretty much like the best frankincense or whatever. Not sure if that's true, but Journeyman. This one's more this is more of the typical vetiver fragrance you would get. So this one smells a lot more vetiver than the Portrayal Man. I get a lot of vetiver, but I get also something animalic in there. I want to say this has oud or ambergris as well. Something very... maybe civet is in there as well. So I don't know what that animalic smell is, but it's in a lot of Amouage fragrances. So if it is an oud, it's a very dry, more of a clean oud actually, a dry clean oud. It's not like the most stanky oud there is, like, even though it's got a little bit of that civet note. This actual fragrance here is quite dry, which makes me think it's got that vetiver or cedar in there. And there's a floral note in there as well. Yeah, there's something floral and citrusy. So I'm gonna look on my note here. What are some florals that could be in here? Okay, let's just name drop some florals. Maybe a lily of the valley, gardenia, maybe rose or tuberose. I think tuberose. Yeah, I'm getting more of a tuberose smell in this for some reason. Like, it's white floral, but it's like a white floral smell, but it's quite strong. And it's not really like... there may be jasmine, there may be a combination of jasmine or something else. Because we know Amouage, they do a lot of jasmine as well. Like, if you look at Reflection Man, they do use jasmine and neroli in that. So, it doesn't smell like that though. It doesn't smell like that jasmine I know from Amouage. But it does smell like a vetiver citrusy fragrance. So I'm going to say the notes are probably basic for this one. They're probably going for a more basic note breakdown. That's why I'm going to say like vetiver, citrus, jasmine, neroli, maybe tuberose, or another type of white floral. I get like a clary sage smell in there as well. It's got that sage type of greenness to it. So it's like a green... that slightly herbaceous smell. So it's a little bit herby. Yeah, I think there's like clary sage in there. Or something like that. That's like... gives me a green smell. Now I'm thinking, is it just juniper? Okay. Now I'm like taking back everything I'm saying. I'm like, is it just juniper I'm smelling? Or is it like a piney smell maybe? Wow. You know what? I'm gonna look on Fragrantica. This one I like more than the other two. So I will say that. I like this one more than Portrayal Man and the Jubilation. Okay. That's interesting. This has got Sichuan, cardamom, bergamot, neroli, tobacco, incense, juniper, leather, cypriol, Yeah, that makes sense. It's a lot different than I was expecting. Because I'm getting a lot of that bergamot, neroli, juniper. Bergamot, neroli, juniper is what I was getting. But it just smells a lot more floral. I don't know why. I don't know if that's the greenness in there, just tricking my brain, like the neroli and the green smell. Maybe. I really thought there was oud in there, but I think that is just leather. Leather is probably the animalic smell in here. That's a bit of a surprise to me, but the dryness, is there vetiver in there? No, so the dryness must be a dry tobacco. That's interesting because I have on my notes dry woody notes, and tobacco is sometimes a dry woody note that can smell a bit like vetiver. I don't know how, but sometimes tobacco is very dry in a fragrance, and that dryness gives me like a vetiver smell. So this one's alright. So yeah, like I said, this one's better than the other two. So let's try a new fragrance again. Boundless by Amouage. This is Boundless. Again, I don't really know what to expect with this one, but let's spray this on the wrist. Okay, hang on. In the air, I smelled something that was good in the air. This may be a winner. So let's see. Because this one already smells better in the air. Okay. I get a lot of cardamom from this one. This one has the cardamom smell to it. Wood, cardamom. Ooh. Maybe nutmeg, coriander seed, cardamom. Some type of citrusy, dry spice. That's why I want to say cardamom here. Citrusy, dry, spicy. There is a nice sweetness in there. I'm not sure if that's cinnamon. I think it may be cinnamon. I got this really sweet smell in the air. I think it was like a burst of cinnamon or something. Yeah, this is giving me a cinnamon cardamom type of smell already. Cinnamon cardamom, maybe with something dry in there as well, unless that's just cinnamon. It may be a dry wood again, like sandalwood, cedar. I don't want to see this tobacco in there, but you know, those dry notes, you never know with the dry notes. It could be one thing or it could be another thing. So I'm actually having a hard time pick out the notes for this one, even though there's nothing wrong with my nose today. My nose is not blocked today, which is good. I do want to look at a Fragrantica here and see. Amouage Boundless. Cardamom, ginger, elemi, vanilla, benzoin, tobacco, myrrh, incense, cacao. Okay, guaiac wood, vetiver. So there you go. Vetiver is the dry wood. Tobacco, myrrh, cacao is adding to that dry smell. The cardamom, definitely the main thing you smell is the cardamom. Yeah, cardamom, vetiver is the main thing that I smell. Cardamom, vetiver, and tobacco. So where's the cinnamon? There's no cinnamon? Okay, so the cinnamon, not in here. But the sweetness, I think Sorry. The sweetness is the benzoin, vanilla, elemi, and cacao, I'm assuming. Yeah, so this one is probably better. I'm going to say better than... is it better than the Journeyman? I don't know, but so far these are the two ones I like the most. It's the Journeyman and the Boundless. So when I have to rank these at the end, that's going to be a little bit challenging. It's just going to depend on the dry down and the opening, which I like the most out of those. So, oh yeah, before I move on to the next one, Boundless, again, a more mature smell. This one smells a little bit more gourmand. Maybe that's why I like it a little more, because it's a little more on the gourmand side. I do think that is it's not as mature as some of their other fragrances, so that one's alright. Still a bit on the Middle Eastern side, as you would expect. It's an Amouage fragrance. They're going to be more Middle Eastern influence with their scents. But I don't hate that one, so that's a good thing. I don't hate it. Would I wear it? Probably not. I probably wouldn't wear it. I probably wouldn't buy it. It's not my style fragrance, but it's an entry-level scent. So if you do want to get into the Amouage house, I'm going to make this video. Might tell you which ones to try. At the end, I'll tell you like the best scents to try from Amouage first that I know of. So let's give this a spray on the arm. This one, by the way, is Royal Tobacco. I think one of their newer fragrances from the Opus line or something like that. And they weren't kidding. This is very strong with the tobacco. It's a very tobacco-forward fragrance. So, as you would expect with the name, sometimes you'll see, sometimes the name isn't really how a fragrance smells. Like, an example, Mancera Oud Lemon Mint. Where's the mint in Oud Lemon Mint? You know what I mean? So sometimes the name is not always true to how it smells. In this case, it is. It does smell like tobacco. Very, very dry, earthy, bitter, woody. Again, this smells like it's got a bunch of dry, earthy resins in it. It's giving me a churchy smell. It's a little smoky. So I think frankincense, tobacco. Oh, I smell something. I just smelled something in there, like mint. I can smell mint in this. I don't know why. Why can I smell mint? Mint and tobacco. I don't think anyone would put mint and tobacco together. Surely that's not right. That's weird. I get a minty smell in here, like something green minty. Maybe it's bay leaf. There's definitely a green note in there. So let's just pull up my green notes on my list here. Green tea, maybe. Juniper, maybe. Basil, clary sage thyme, patchouli, maybe patchouli. Tarragon. Nah, I don't know if it's tarragon. Hay, cypriol, fern, artemisia, tomato leaf. Nah. So I'm gonna say it could be a weird basil note in there. It could be rosemary, patchouli, basil, and I think it could even be tarragon because the smell in here is quite strange. It's like there's like a minty menthol smell, which makes me think it's some type of herb. But Tarragon, fresh tarragon, does have this weird licorice smell, but sometimes it can be what's the word here? Tarragon can be sweet, and it can smell different depending on how you use it. Because you look at dry tarragon doesn't smell the same as fresh tarragon. Yeah, so let's see what's in it. It'd be interesting to see what's actually in this one, because I actually don't really know what's in this one. Besides tobacco and frankincense, I don't really know what's in it. So let's see. Okay, it was... there's a ton of notes in here, and it's got basil, licorice, fenugreek, anise, frankincense, tobacco, osmanthus, rose, myrrh, benzoin, oud, guaiac. It's got a lot of notes in here. I don't think I'll read them all out, but it has got cardamom. So I guessed a few of these notes right. And licorice, I think, was that the tarragon smell I was getting, combined with the basil. So basil and licorice together gives me a tarragon smell. It's like a more green licorice smell. So that's interesting how they've done the notes here. Fenugreek. I think fenugreek, why would you use that in a fragrance? Because fenugreek smells like curry. Fenugreek is one of the main things that gives curry its smell. Besides curry leaf, obviously, but... and cumin. Cumin and fenugreek, pretty much the main curry smells you get. This one, I don't like as much. Yeah, it's not really my style. So I know which one I liked the most already now. Let's rank them. So, what's the best? Okay, I don't remember which one I sprayed. Oh no. Okay, the first one I sprayed was Jubilation, and I believe that was no, the first one I sprayed was Portrayal, man. Okay, the second one was Jubilation. That one's alright. Third was Journeyman. Okay, so number one, I think Journeyman is the best. I think I like Journeyman the most because it has more of a vetiver fragrance type of smell. So it's probably the one I would lean the most to out of these. Journeyman is the best. Second best, I think, is between Boundless and Jubilation, because the dry down of Jubilation actually smells a lot better now. However, I'm going to say Boundless is the second best here out of these ones. Jubilation, I think I'll go third best. Ooh, that's a tough one between Jubilation and Royal Tobacco, because I don't really like either of them that much. Oh, man. You know what? Actually, I'll go Portrayal, man, third best, just because I feel like this could probably appeal to more people, right? So the oak moss type of Fujiya fragrance is pretty popular among the fragrance community. So a lot of people in the fragrance community actually really like this one. Even though I personally don't like it, I can see a lot of people that would like this one because it's salty, oak moss. It's a little bit Fujiya barbershoppy. So yeah, I see a lot of people that would like this one. So between, what's last? Royal Tobacco or Jubilation? I'm gonna say fourth best is Jubilation and Royal Tobacco is last. So yeah, as you would expect, I don't really like these Amouage fragrances. So Amouage still hasn't impressed me as a house. I've just dropped it on the ground, sorry. As a house in general, I don't really like them. They haven't impressed me so far, besides Reflection Man. That was an amazing scent. I like Reflection Man. So now, which fragrances should you start off with in an Amouage house, in my opinion? Reflection Man, I think you should start off with. Then I think you should start off with like Material, which is like a frankincense vanilla-y type of scent. So Material, Reflection Man. I think you should also start off with Journeyman. And then I would say like Boundless and Portrayal Man. So I would say these because if you like the oak mossy type of fragrances, you might like Portrayal Man. If you like the salty types of smell, you might like that as well because of the saltiness. And I thought Boundless actually surprised me a lot. I didn't expect this to have that gourmand smell to it. So yeah, that's pretty good for an Amouage, which I'm not a big fan of. It's definitely a surprise for me because I expected a lot worse. And even though I don't like it, I don't love it either. I wouldn't even wear it. My expectations were gonna be like, I just expect it to be ill straight away. It's not really an ill fragrance, but it's not my type of fragrance either. So if you do have any recommendations for Amouage, please let me know a good Amouage to try. By the way, I have tried Beach Hut as well, so I would put that in the list of people to try as well. So do try Beach Hut. It's another oak moss Fugio type of fragrance, very similar to Portrayal Man. I think Portrayal Man is like a more salty version of Beach Hut. So yeah, I can't say anything really good about Amouage at this point besides Reflection Man being a masterpiece fragrance. Anything that's not Reflection Man is, I don't know, disappointing. Yeah, I don't want to say anything else about it. I don't want to badmouth Amouage because it's just not my style. I'm sure it's a cultural thing. If you are from the Middle Eastern country, these scents are probably more your type of thing. So, what I say is just my opinion. You have your own opinion too. I do actually have a friend called Rafi. I recommend you check out his YouTube channel. It's Rafi Diran Bassclef. He makes some really good fragrance videos as well. He loves Amouage, so I'm not going to say anything bad about Amouage. But I know he likes them. So it just goes to show you some people love them, some people don't. Polarizing, subjective thing. So my opinion doesn't really matter too much, and don't take it too seriously. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the video and have a good day, guys. Peace out, and like and subscribe if you want to see more videos in the future. See ya.